Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, obviously you have because you can hear this. If you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show. Move on.
Like, I mean,
I have a tendency to start the episode in the middle of a sentence. All right, we're back. I'm back like scoliosis. What we got here?
Fresh rewards with a side of new opportunities.
Cool.
I swear to God that both of those two are supposed to give you missions and stories.
They do sometimes.
There they are.
They just don't do it all the time.
Shield made it.
Good. Keep pushing yourself. Valhalla will provide. I hear you like stories.
Oh,
I
story.
got one for you.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Proceed.
I wasn't born with the privilege of some of my sisters in arms. I wasn't bred for greatness. I was just the daughter of some poor innkeeper. Matter of fact, I wasn't even his. He just raised me after somebody left me there. I didn't have much going for me, but I had one thing. I wasn't afraid of anyone. If somebody was asking for a punch in the face, I never thought twice. Brought a heap of trouble on myself that way, it's true. But I sure learned how to fight. Enough for now. I'll pick that up later.
That's my kind of woman. That is my kind of woman. I ain't necessarily saying I like violent women,
No shame
but I
in
do
making
like
it
women who
easier if you can.
If you get those keys, you can break those.
Yeah, I did it in the last one.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll get one. Resources. I don't know what these are, but they will tell you. Again, like none of this means anything to me because of the way I'm choosing to play. And I remember I was watching this Pokemon video. I think.
Stat part.
What?
You could do the stat part because that's separate.
It didn't light up, so I figured I didn't have enough for stuff. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Health leader regenerates. Okay. Okay, cool. That's good stuff. I was watching a Pokemon video, like a I think it was a Did You Know video about Pokemon, and they were talking about the things, like just talking about stuff about some of the remakes. Like I forget which ones. But they asked, it was the remakes of the first two, Red and Blue, Fire Red and Leaf Green, and apparently one of the objectives when it came to how those games were developed, they wanted those games to be appealing
Since we keep going
to
back
more
in,
people.
I take it this process is working for you somehow.
Yes. Succeed or fail. I feel progress. Clarity. I need to see.
And how do they go about that?
Very good, brother.
I was letting Kratos talk. They wanted more. They wanted people to like be able to. They wanted people to be able to play the games better. So the games were designed for older people to have less issues with like understanding how the game was meant to be played. And when they asked them like, "Hey, how do you want people to play these games?" and they was like, "What do you think is the optimal way to experience the Pokemon games?" and he said, like, listen to everything, like read all the lines of dialogue and stuff like that. And that's what he said. And the reason I brought that up was because fucking I am playing this the exact opposite way that I think they would want me to play it. Like they want me to like read the descriptions of all the things, make uh they want me to make like, you know, proper decisions and blah blah blah, and I don't want to. Because I just want a Kratos to hit things with his axe. That's it. I just want to kill stuff. These kinds of games, like hack and slash games, are designed to turn your brain off and like having to read stuff. And that's coming from somebody who likes Pokemon. Like I like what the fuck is that? That's a shield. Like something out of fucking Soul Calibur.
An infamous act. One they still spoke of in the years of rebuilding. I somehow doubted they meant it so little.
I'll give you this, brother. Your technique has improved immeasurably.
I needed his power to secure my vengeance against the gods.
I pulled his head off.
I believe
I cut yours off.
choice.
No choice? You could have not ripped my head off my body. That was absolutely an option.
And he's back.
But that wasn't the worst of it, was it, Kratos? Killing me deprived Greece of the sun. They were plunged into perpetual cold and darkness. Crops ceased to grow. Famine descended on our homeland. Not that you cared.
Enough.
He is bitter, isn't he?
It's not my fault. That's not being accountable. It's the opposite. But I do feel like he's making it seem like I made the choice to just murder everybody indiscriminately, and that wasn't what it was.
To behead fueled by any personal motivations?
A lot of these, like, he's...
Hold up.
It was not personal. I did know him long before I killed him. He was as insufferable as any god. But his death brought me no satisfaction.
Did you know what would happen as a result?
When Helios was captured by the god of dreams, the lands fell into darkness and were not restored until his return. I knew exactly what would happen.
Damn. You were saying something.
In general, like, a lot of what Tyr is doing is just playing off what Kratos' perception of what he did is.
Mind you, he says that he's not the one doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's not. I'm saying that's what he said.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, is like he sees what Kratos is seeing, he's like, oh, that's what this is.
Yes.
And he knows, like, he's seeing how Kratos views it, but, like, he knows it should be viewed a different way. But Kratos ain't gonna do that, because Kratos hates himself, so...
I think that's because I let it go. I didn't know I didn't know what I was doing. I was under the impression if I held the button, then stuff would happen. I'm pretty sure I can't go that way. And I think we are back. That was a neat little detour, wasn't it, Mark?
It was the best.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't, man, when it comes to Kratos, man, I genuinely feel like So he openly acknowledged, like, I knew what would happen when I killed Helios. He was like, I had seen firsthand what happened when he wasn't around. And he was like, nah, I killed him. Like, I killed him and I had no qualms about it. Like, killing him was a choice I made. But I can't stress to you enough that, like, yes, the argument will be, well, Kratos was determined to, was determined to get his vengeance. He was so focused on what he wanted. He was so focused on whether or not he could, he didn't stop to think if he should. And the answer was like, no, you shouldn't. But he didn't care. Because as far as he was concerned, he was fighting the government. And his government was not to be trusted. Like, you'd be like, oh, well, like, you know, but this, that, and the third. I was like, yeah, but I've seen what you were willing to do to me. So what will you do to them? Like he openly stated the promise of the god means nothing. Because in the first game, let's not pretend like that's not what happened. In the first game, the whole point was he realized the mistake he made. He realized that what he did was unacceptable. And he said that he couldn't live with himself. He threw himself off the suicide bluffs. They plucked that man from the jaws of death. And he said, if like, he just asked him, like, take this, like, take it away from me. Like, just take it out of my head. That's all he wanted. And they how do I word this? They did not promise to do what he wanted, but they worded their promise in a way that made it sound like they were going to do what he wanted. The entire first game is based around Kratos doing something because he thought that they're going to take these thoughts out of my head, only to get to the end of the game and have Athena tell you, we can't take that away from you. We can't take that away from you. Like, because what you did was so fucking bad or whatever.
Kratos, I hope you'll forgive me for overhearing. But before you first found your way to me, you were grappling with the symbolism of your former seat of power. May I offer a perspective? Before I became god of war, I felt as hesitant. I feared that taking the throne would only validate Odin's power hierarchy, which even then I didn't trust. But I decided I could wield a better influence on the inside than on the outside. There are many ways to lead, and not all of them involve ruling. The throne and the office are only what you bring to it.
But yeah, all of this is the reason, like, I thought that, I ended up saying that this is worth playing, like, this is worth experiencing because of what it's going through. Because it's just all about how Kratos views himself at this point.
He regrets the decisions he made. I respect that. Like, he's trying to be... oh shit. Yeah.
But that's kind of what Tyr's trying to do, is like, he still, like, feels like he needs to be punished and, like, not be trusted in all of this, but Tyr's here to be like, but that's not true. You're just looking at it this way.
Yeah. But again, I think that, like, I think a healthy person remembers the things that they have done that they shouldn't have done. I am guilty of this, like, and I think that, like, these are, like, things that keep you up at night. I think these are the things that keep a healthy person up at night, because they know that time is not a circle. Ow. Time isn't a circle. And unfortunately, you can't, like, in 7th grade, when you cussed out your teacher, like, in front of everybody and made her cry, like, at the time you might have thought, haha, I won this round of words. But, like, as an adult, you might be like, damn, I wish I could find her and be like, yo, I was a child. But that's a bad experience. That's a bad example, because you were a child and she was a teacher. She should have known that. And be like, I understand that people's...
Earlier you spoke to me as though I seek to lead. As if I were someone to be followed.
Your self-criticisms, valid and otherwise, seem well reflected here in Valhalla. It's no accident that your mind manifested that throne. It's more than a symbol. It's a challenge to revisit your assumptions. Mimir is right. You have the power, and I think the wisdom, to redefine what it means to you. To assert that power is to prove to yourself that the chair doesn't change you. Doesn't make you a new person. Not if you know who you are, and why you serve.
All right, we're about to do the one I don't like to do, because I think this one is extra difficult. This is very Call of Duty. This Call of Duty ass door. Okay.
Duty ass door.
Boy, you late?
No, I was just repeating.
Not you. Mimir gon' scream behind you. Watch out after I done got hit. Like I done full on took a mace to the back. And he's about, you better watch out. You don't fucking say.
There's the one Valhalla's marked. Shield strike, now!
I blocked it, but I still got hit by it. There we go. Ooh, there we go. Oh, I love how people don't like what do they call QTEs? Like we've all apparently decided that QTEs suck, but like fights like this are just giant QTEs without the QTE, because if you fail them, instead of the game being like, oh, I'll start over, you just get hit. Fail enough of them and then you die. It's like you have to be able to know what does this mean? Like, what does this glowing circle mean? What does that posture mean? Like, and what button do I press? Yada, yada, yada. This is why I don't play fighting games.
The way up should be clear now. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I don't like fighting games because I don't like to memorize like
Stuff, yeah.
30 button presses to do one thing.
I was talking to Patch about that the other day, and my answer, like I told him, I told him if I had it in me to memorize all of those, like everything you're talking about, if I had it in me to do any of that, I would feel like I should just go to college. Stop. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because mind you, that's the only reason I like Smash as a fighting game.
Way simpler, yes.
Because like everybody has the same button presses pretty much. They just do different things, and you push those buttons in like basically the same order.
Oh
Oh, it's Modi.
I'd like to axe it up with this fucker. I strongly believe that Magni is going to come right after him. I don't believe that it's going to be I don't believe I'm just going to beat this.
You are beating him now.
I don't know where he went. Oh God. There it is. Move! Get out of it. I'd have stopped fighting. If a dude mid-fight headbutted me, picked me up and dumped me on the back of my neck,
Plucking a son of Thor out of your memory of all
I'd have been
things.
like, nah, I guess I shouldn't be fighting this guy.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
Like,
I'm sorry.
he pretty good. Yeah, that dude's good. That dude's strong. Health restore. Well, that's pointless.
Yeah, in general, I always felt like the stat boosts were the best thing.
Yeah. Mind you, all of this I feel like is definitely I think the objective is like you can pick what will make the game play the way you want it to play.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what's next though.
Hello again, Kratos.
Oh yeah, we're here. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna stop here because I know what's coming next and I don't know how long it's gonna take. And we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna be done. I think this is episode. This was episode 11, so the next one will be episode 12. Yeah, we're doing good. I hope you're enjoying. I hope somebody's enjoying it. I highly doubt it. This DLC came out like 3 years ago. No one cares, but we care, and we're having fun. I'm having fun. Well,
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. I wouldn't say I'm having fun. Anyway, stop your babbling. Get out of here and hit the outro. And just like that, the episode's over. If there's anything I could have done to make it better for you, let me know down in the comments. If you liked it, like it.
But if you really liked it, tell everyone.